Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Catbot demonstration. Tonight we're going to be running through a JRPG, a pretty novel experience for a Catbot. Hopefully it'll be equally chill for everyone involved. Before we get too much further into that, though, let's check in with these here and the cat observation games. I think that's Mason up there in the cat tree. It's a little distant to spot him. But I don't see as much of the white on the shoulders or the face that Sherbet has. Sherbet has a lot more as far as irregular splotches of white than Mason has. His face is a little asymmetrical with the white splotches, and then he's got almost a full band across his shoulders. I think that's Mason instead of Sherbet. Of course, we have Weasley at the little step there in the top center. He's pretty relaxed. Not visible is Rorschach. He is sitting on the lap, so keep attention. And then we have Ember over there on the bottom right. The camera still needs some adjusting. That's another one that I think needs to be mounted higher. Or potentially wall mounted. We'll see if we can accomplish that. Wiring positioning is always a dilemma when it comes to cats. Since inevitably they're going to see it and be like, what would happen if I pulled on that right now? Like, just jumped up there and hauled on it with my whole body mass. Would it make a loud sound? Would I get a reaction? Oh, such as cats. We do not see Sky. Can't really tell where he would be hiding out. He's not in the basket. He might be chilling out in another room. Sometimes he likes to just find a big area of empty floor and plonk down in the center of it. Might have to adjust the play area again as well. I was hoping that they'd mess around with those boxes some more, but I think they're at least mine are more interested when it is a lone box, potentially one that they can knock over and mess up. Every now and then they'll hop in there, but no such luck. If I clear it out, then that might get us the open space that some of them like to sit in. Kind of a commanding view scenario. But yes, we're going to be continuing Chained Echoes today. We haven't gotten far into it yet. And I'm probably saving it per screen. We're doing some good stuff right here. But Chained Echoes is an excellent JRPG so far. It's got a lot of the feel of the era of things like Chrono Trigger and some of the late 2D Final Fantasies. I am liking it. So let's get on in there. Sick. Well, I use VLC Player. In we get. Remember all these buttons. Okay, so we'd arrived in the best town ever, and it's the best town ever because what looks like giant cat transport system. You can't beat that. Transports huge quantities of goods over long distances. Pool your money together and the giant cat will be an irreplaceable piece of the town. I have a feeling it's not going to do anything. That is a wise investment. You should buy in. So far, we have the trope that all of the merchants that we can buy from look the same. That's weird. Who's that equipped on? strange. Oh, that's who can equip it. Okay, well, they're giving away some of the characters that we're going to have here. OBS chat overlay thingy is not working, or my OBS chat box is not working, but I have the other one there just in case. Switch to across the desk as well. Ember is to the point where she's probably about to bolt. So it looks like we're going to get the dolphin-looking guy again, the horned-looking guy again. It's our musician. Don't know who that one is. Okay, yeah. Find any crystals? Start with you. I add you. Get an HP drain 2 with a purity of 2, and its size goes down by 1. Okay. Okay, if you pull it out, it will have no purity and will be of large size. So you only pull it out if you want to scrap. Okay, that's the other guy that we have. Okay. You only pull it out if you're willing to only use it for item combination at that point. Village of Farmers. They have their fields all around Roll. Nope. And a slow day. Oh, here's the doggy. Pet the dog. And a slow day over here. Weather has turned quite cold and wet. Heavy armor. Well, silver breastplate is better. Okay. So TP but gain defense. So far, running low on TP hasn't been a big problem. Just let us take more of a beating, you know? We get up there. Hey, funny person. Past closed, many of our merchants can't cross Cortara. So, with the war kicking off and them finding out that the princess has been in disguise in the area. They closed off the paths because they want to use her as a hostage in negotiations about this war that was instigated under false pretenses. So they've closed the passes since they found out she was in the country. Also, some foreign merchants stranded here that can't return. Wonder if a new war is on the horizons. What is everybody's name? So, Len is the princess in disguise. Rob is her retainer. Killian and Glenn are the first two characters that we're introduced with. The longtime friend and anime protagonist, respectively. Victor being the seemingly immortal, like elf stand-in, but more human-looking. And then Sienna is a professional burglar and wielder of generic anime katana skills. In case you didn't get the idea that they were drinking, you know? Some beasts are attacking Basil at night. Last night, they destroyed a fence and dozens of wool turtles escaped onto the plains. Those may be the wool turtles that we murdered extensively. We can't be sure, though. They can't prove it. I haven't seen these monsters yet. Rather mysterious, if you ask me. Kitty cat. Angry kitty cat. Oil lamps. Hey, mister, give me 5 arc and I'll tell you a secret. Awesome. The east of the city of Farnsport, when you follow the coastline from there, you'll reach the Termina Caves. Just before that, there's a huge old tree and a pool of water. You can swim into the tree from behind and reach a secret cave. I don't know what's in there, though. I remember swimming into something from behind. Interesting. Dog. Very animate carrot. That is a very animate carrot. And away it goes. Okay. What have I unleashed upon this world? Oh, there. He's still going. Back, Mr. Carrot. Oh dear, some beast must have destroyed the fence at night. I've got it repaired, but all of my wool turtles have escaped. They might look harmless, but they're actually quite aggressive. Still, I hope that no adventurer is running around killing them. That would be a shame. It's a good thing that that's not going to or has not happened already. Talk to my daughter. She doesn't want to live in the village anymore. She dreams to move to the city, traveling the world and going on adventures. I had the same dreams. I always said that I would leave Basil the next year. I said that year after year, but before you know it, you get married, have children, and need to settle down. / you need to settle. I wish I had made different choices in life. Kitty cat. Angry kitty cat. Hey there, son. are you doing today? I hate this life. Like, for real. You want to know what it's like totally... Know what's like totally worse than living the life of a farmer? Being a farmer's wife. Like, seriously, look at my mom. Not only do they have to help their husbands on the fields, but like they also have to continue working at home. Always cleaning up after their husbands, as if. This will definitely not happen to me. I'm totally moving to Farnsport. Whatever. I feel like they had the general idea of what kind of like speech pattern she would have and just sort of winged it. Welcome, travelers. Have you met my family? We are living a happy and carefree life here in Basel. I can tell that by the 3 beds. This is definitely a happy, it's your marriage is well and secure, sir. Doesn't know it yet, but my daughter is going to marry soon. She chose a fine man for her husband, a farmer from Basel, just like me. Oh, okay. So it's one of those societies, huh? This will be a nice surprise for her, so please keep it a secret. And he's drunk, too. Sorry, I've had a bit of moonshine. Because that's what you want to hear. Arranged marriages set up while drunk. Only electrical engineering I've really encountered was like high school shop class level stuff. Nothing real extensive. Okay. Dog. The woman that we saved out in the plains from being mauled by said turtles. Come back, Carrot. Oh, 1 second. Let me loot the pasture over there. I see a box. Village Elder. What a motley crew. Welcome to Basel. How can I help? Well, I'll be damned. Is this Sir Victor, the creator of the world's most magnificent tales? Well, that's high praise. Thank you. This is the centuries-old dude. Excel spreadsheets are an art unto themselves. I'm your biggest fan. I've attended the launch of all of your pieces at the theater in Farnsport. My favorite play is The Running Boy. Please tell me, Sir Victor, is it true that this story is based on actual events? It's a story of where they take a kid and they put him in a game show where he has to flee through a series of obstacles while celebrities that go on to the show, like reoccurring characters, try to hunt them down and kill them. Allow me to leave this question unanswered. It is a secret most precious to me. Well, I tried, so what is a man such as yourself doing in a small village like Basel? Basel, whatever. I know who Becker is. Becker? Where did you get that name? Been asking around on how to get a special permit in order to cross Cortara. This Becker guy is supposed to be an old man in a mansion nearby that nobody likes. Oh, well. Becker is the man who owns the villa to the north of the village. He can issue authorized documents. Well, let's go then. Wait, well, how should I phrase it? Isn't it strange? A civil servant's salary is modest at best, and yet Becker lives in a villa. It's hard to believe his expenses are covered by his occupation. You get what I mean? Do you know what I am saying? He's getting some extra coin elsewhere. We could have guessed. Probably from selling passes without asking questions, which is exactly why we're searching for it. won't get a special permit through official means. If it is that important to cross Cortara, go ahead and try, but look after yourself. I wouldn't trust him. Okay, I guess we have to go through all conversation paths. We want to get in there. The border to Cortara is currently closed. Without a special permit, you won't get through. So there. Some of our merchants have to stay in the village as well. They are not in the best mood. But a man named Becker might help us. Okay, same results. Exactly the same results eventually. Okay, and this is the bailout. We're just passing through. You can offer free beds. On top of that, you can try one of our finest wines. Thank you and goodbye. I have to go rob these people of more of their valuables. Yeah, they're talking about Carrot Man. I expect that's the villa up there. So first, let us pursue Carrot Man. Slimy worm and a bitter onion. I wonder if Carrot Man went off towards the Scarecrow's shrine thing. Yep, he did. Carrot Man, horrible bell pepper creature, jiggling broccoli, corn with lipstick, and I don't know what that lower left one is. Alright, what do we got? Fire, all of them vulnerable to fire. Okay, it's an upside down mushroom. And steal from Broccoli, Mush, Cornelia, Broccoli, Peppa, Mush, and Carrie. Stabbing. We are going to try to remember the button to do this. It's not R. F, no. U. There we go. E. Switch in. We're going to try to steal from some of these characters. Copper Nugget. Broccoli uses Bro Heal. Mush can paralyze. Okay, Carrot guy hits pretty hard. One must wonder why he is upside down. It might be a top-heavy thing, since he's no longer attached to a surface, you know? Okay, they had copper nuggets. Noted. He's paralyzed for 3 turns and doesn't have a switch out. Broccoli is a healer, so we've got to get rid of him. Mush does nothing. Carrot Chop. We need to use Pilfer. It's not really going to help us any because it won't do anything. But if we don't use Pilfer, our overdrive meter is going to get too high. You out. You. Start with a heal all. Then we need to use Valor Minuet soon. So if you didn't see this game previously, you always come into a combat with full, what amounts to magic points and full health. And one of the core gimmicks is the overdrive meter in the upper left there, where all actions taken, especially player actions, push the bar to the right, unless the action symbol matches the one next to the bar, in which case it lowers it a noticeable amount. You always want to have the bar in the green, because that makes you take less damage and do more damage. If it's in yellow, nothing happens. If it's in red, you do less damage and take more damage. And it's apparently substantial. We're going to use Helping Hand him. We're going to use Valor Minuet. Start regenerating tactics points there, or TP. Supreme Elemental Rainfall. Boom. Okay, we knocked out Broccoli. That's gonna help. Carry is low right now, so if we weaken him, we can finish him off. Knock him up. He can attack everything, so I don't want to waste a hit. I'll start with Mush, since Mush can paralyze. Thought he could attack everything, but maybe he cannot. Oh well. Oh wait, she can. Slashy, slashy. It's explicitly showing us we're not killing these things. They're out of attackers now. All that Cornelia there can do is cast Sleep periodically. Oh. Well, you think that's not something they would like to have happen, but apparently that's their super move. Everybody get impaled. Now let's fight harder. twice. Well, that doesn't seem fair. You stack debuffs, it makes it last longer. Super bro heal. And super corny lullaby. Those resistances down. Oof. Uh-oh. Okay. So you never want to have somebody who's out of the fight because you can't swap them when it's like that. Since every character slot can be 2 characters. A red move. Okay, I can't afford to use any of his moves. We'll overheat, and then that thing's gonna get to wreck us. Okay. Okay, we've got... Oof. Oof, this is bad. It could have been real bad. Well, we're super overheating already. Which is not in any better position for this. But we're going to switch just to have more health and to get some other moves in there. Excellent. Ew. Quick, have a snack. I mean, every indication is that this is an abnormal occurrence in this world. I mean, it's made even more disturbing by the fact that there is some broccoli, a carrot, a pepper, everything but the corn and the mushroom are visible at the foot of the weird scarecrow. That could use it. Interesting. So these bombs are ways to force the overdrive meter to drop. Save that. Reduces their attack, magic, defense in mind. Ooh, let's do that. Interesting choice. Okay, we can't remove his act twice. Okay, well, at least he healed the second one. We are really not getting any ground on this guy. So far, this is the toughest fight we've had in the game. Oh dear. They're in terrible shape here. in this cleanse. I don't think I can strip attack twice off of them. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Correct here. Well, now we get to see what happens if we die. When was the last autosave? Okay, well, we know that we're not gonna chase the carrot dude. Okay. This is a building we didn't go into last time. I sincerely hope you're not trying to talk to a mannequin. Cute. Best weapons. Generally hit harder is best. Oh, we're gonna hold off on buying equipment. Stuff is found in the world and what have you. We don't have. There's a lot of different systems in this game. Here we go, here we go. Okay, this makes it cheaper. Up the amount of fire resist. It is technically an improvement, but not a big one. Let's upgrade cross slash. $195, so not enough for anything. Once maxed out, Helping Hand becomes cheaper. That's good. Start with this one. Healing is good. Alright, spent our skill points. All right, now we'll go to the manor instead of chasing the carrot, you know, to avoid the death. Anything to rummage? Anything to take? I just got an achievement called Hitchcock Was Right. Don't get. Ravencloak. Hey, that's why we don't buy stuff. Played a lot of Final Fantasy IV way back, and that is from the era of having things hidden by just, you have to pay close attention to how the sprites are laid out on the screen and notice if there is a pathway. Newer editions of it that make the resolution a little better make the secret passages really obvious. That's too tight. I'm sorry. My fiancé will return at any moment. Make haste. Sir. Excuse me? It's 200 per permit. I have 4 left for a total of 800. What? You're here for passes, right? You're not the first today. Since the border has been closed, you can only cross it with a special permit. And I'm the only one issuing them. At least the only one who doesn't ask unpleasant questions. We can certainly cross the border with these. What do you think I am? I'm not doing any illegal business here. These are officially issued permits that I am selling. Every civil servant has the right to issue them at their own discretion. Pecker, where the hell are you? I'm waiting. I'll be there in a second, my sweet honeybee. How long do you need? You've been trying to fix these trousers for hours. Sorry, almost done. Are you guys still here? Sorry, we're not doing a rehearsal for our wedding today. Not the best time. We are doing a rehearsal for our wedding today. Not the best timing. The permits are on the table. Put the money there and take them. 4 passes are not enough. I'm sorry, that's all that's left. We'll take them for the time being. At the worst, only 4 of us will be able to cross the border. Let me cover the cost this time. I've got some travel money left. Because it's plot important that we get these permits, and, you know, if you blew all your money on upgrades in the village, you'd be out of luck. You can take the map on the table there if you want it. Think of it as a little perk that comes with the permits. I've marked a safe route through the mountains for you. Pecker, where are you? Please leave now. Put those permits to use and head for the border. Isn't it strange? What do you mean? As I understand it, he's been selling regular passes for quite some time now. With the border closed and the need for a special permit, he could charge extra. Yet he sells them for only 200. Why would he do that? I was wondering that myself. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If we can cross the border with these, then everything's fine, right? Let's go then. They're totally fake, and he has a deal with the people at the border so that we can get arrested and he can get paid for it. And we don't get caught out. Just drop down a save. Just in case, you know. I guess that's just how they do. They make creepy scarecrows. We'll need those extra sweets for when we get jumped by horrible vegetable monsters sometime in the future. rummage through all the stuff, find all the things. Free upgrades and healing items are free upgrades and healing items. All the random stuff we find can be used as weapon and armor upgrade materials. In addition to, if you sell enough of them, you can get special item purchases. Now let's try going right first. These claw marks? For the past few months, dangerous beasts appeared all over Roland. They're attacking our cattle at night. No one has seen them, though. They're invisible. As if goblins were not problematic enough. Apparently, goblins arrived in a lot of areas since the disaster that is the instigating incident of this story. As is kind of RPG tradition. Lose HP, gain attack. Good deal. Only lose HP because of the HP gem in the sword. Alright. There's the second symbol. Not a member of the Adventurers Guild. I have nothing to say to you. Fine. I'm gonna be rude about it. I mean, I don't know that. That may be a professional requirement to be in that position for the Adventurers Guild. We need you to go out and stand by this rock and be very rude to anybody that you encounter. There would be another symbol. Okay. It's gonna be kind of up and in this direction. There we go. Found a claymore. Those circles on the ground have 3 arrows off of them. 2 of the arrows for each circle are fake. There will be 2 circles. And you need to find where the arrows, the line drawn from the arrows will intersect. And that's where there is buried treasure. Very well-maintained graves for being out in the middle of nowhere. How are you doing today, Lunar? Area here. Wait. We circled back around? Yeah, we have. Huh. Okay. We just came back around to the starting area. That's why there was no buried treasure there. We'd already been there. dive-in spot anywhere around here? There was not. Oh well. We'll get to join the Adventurers Guild if we get to the next plot point city. Or the city that we're trying to get to for the purposes of plot. That was not the way. But hey, we get free stuff. Free stuff is good. There's a big hole we could jump into, so let's do that. These are like objectives that give me stuff, and you get bonus rewards for getting bigger and bigger chains. Climb up this. This kind of game is pretty relaxing, though. Flying piggies. We can steal from them. We can also stab them with fire. I didn't actually want to stab it with fire. I wanted to build up more power. What do we get for stealing from these? Nothing, because we failed to steal. They're like pig rabbit slime things, you know? Effectively, a lot of the gameplay in this is a race against resource starvation and keeping that meter in place. Oh, here's one of those shrines. This can give us a class medallion. But last time we had to fight something to prove ourselves, so... There are these big statues of knights with the sword kind of held in front of them and a cape wrapped around. but then they have those, like, skull heads, or, like, stone heads, inside the robe where the body of the knight would be. They remind me a lot of the, Berserk Baelits, you know? Oh, we would need sacred water. Okay, noted. We get sacred water. We can jump down. Hut to the east belongs to Jan, a strange fellow. People say he used to be a bandit. Nowadays, he gets a few coins from begging. Feel sorry for his daughter, having a father like him. Harsh. Trying to dry some food here. However, every time I look away, these crab monsters steal a bite. They're vulnerable to wind, so I can use pressure point. Ooh. Len there is really useful for access to a lot of different elemental attacks to hit the weak spots. Okay to go into overdrive since I could kill him with that. But I just killed those crab monsters for you. Why are you still complaining about them? It seems to me you just hate crab monsters. Started building this lighthouse before the war. It's over 150 years ago. Because of the war, they stopped construction and never resumed their work. Children tell that the lighthouse keeper went mad and his ghost is still haunting this place. Why would they hire a lighthouse keeper before finishing a lighthouse? Like, they hire him and said, okay, it's your job to maintain and operate this lighthouse. And then just left it at that? Like, did he keep getting paid? Not clear. You always get your ultra move meter filled when a big boss fight starts, so I might as well use it on the littles when I have a chance. Seen my husband. We're supposed to be on vacation here. Bet he's swimming in some river right now instead of enjoying the ocean. Never should have married a freshwater fishman. Burgle, burgle, burgle. Oh, there we go. Hey, have you seen Jan? Something happened to his home. I believe it's one of those beasts that the villagers have been talking about. Looks like it ran amok. But was it qualified to run mucks? It doesn't look like there is someone in there right now. Well, something happened. There are signs that things did not go well for an occupant of the building. Getting some gems that I think would be good to pop in some armor, things like the counter cure and the like. Go all the way north, huh? Teleport closer? No. You can only use rank 3 crystals or higher. Poison extender. Nice. There are so very many systems in this game. And dark. Completely misread that. weapon. Rapier. There, now his heals will be cheaper. Upgrade any of the weapons while I'm at it. Have enough hide for that. I'm gonna bump up this rapier a couple of levels because it has a good gem in it now. Or hit harder would be good. Knuckles, anchors, cards, guns, spears, amulets. Buddy. Turbot passing through. Turbot's gonna hang out. There's a cave to the left up here. Are you? Like, eats my head or something. Leaping the frog. Uh-oh. I think this is a special. It's weak to earth, strong against wind. If this is a special, it's gonna wreck us. It's gonna wreck us. We're just gonna stab it until it ends us here. Because every time it auto attacks, it's going to remove somebody. Okay, so don't mess with the frog. We already got that. Yeah. Do is we want to see if we can get in there. Or thereabouts. Camera swings right down next to that thing. Those are meant to be get stronger and come back and fight them for, you know, fabulous prizes and monsters. Alright, okay, that explains what that was. Looking like we gotta backtrack a bit. I do like how you can see the zone lines on the map. We already went to this. Yes. So we shall jump down. Flowers there are kind of bad news. Is that icon? I think those might actually respawn. I'm pretty sure we got that when we were in here. Verifying where I'm able to go in this. Okay. I recall you don't want to hit those monsters with their weak spot because they just tear into you with a kind of a retaliate move. Hey, you. Okay, this is Jan, the guy from the beach house that was wrecked. Greetings. Do you want to cross the border? Another guy trying to sell us passes? Another guy? Alright, let me guess. You got some special permits from Becker and Basil, am I right? For someone who bends the law, he is pretty well known. My name is Jan, and, well, can I take a look at your permits? Why? Becker is a crook. I wouldn't trust him an inch. As far as we know, he's entitled to issue official permits. Just let me take a look. I was right. Those are fake. They won't get you far. That's nonsense. Who are you anyway? Let's just say I'm in the same business. I guess you want to sell us some real passes, don't you? No, I just wanted to be nice and give you guys a warning. Warning received. Thank you very much for taking your precious time, kind sir. Youngsters nowadays, just try those permits and you'll see. These hovery gemstones are fast travel points. Snap this, look around up here. Rounded all the stuff. Jump. Long jump. 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 Was it worth it? Hey, I'll take it. Crack there. Working on another project recently and procrastinating quite a bit on it. It's one of those, I want to do it and I know the kind of things I have to do, but I'm not doing them because I have things that I need to do. Crossing the border is only allowed with special permits. What's this? A special permit. Not the first to try to use these today. Where did you get them? They were issued by the city of Farnsport. By a man named Becker, perchance. They're fake. Fake? I thought Becker was entitled to issue official documents. Well, he is, that's true. I have no clue why he gave you these fakes. Normally, I would now have to take you into custody. But since you're not the first to do this, I believe that the fault lies with Becker. You've been conned. Now leave. I knew he was suspicious from the very beginning. This is getting on my nerves. What a waste of time. Rob's kind of a jerk in this so far. But why would he be issuing fakes? That makes no sense. Maybe he's just a crook after all. Who can really tell if this guy is a legitimate civil servant? Is there someone who knows a thing or two about crooks? If there's someone who knows a thing or two about crooks, it's Sienna. I'll take that as a compliment. At least you called me by my name for once. Well, thanks to these counterfeits, the army has him on their radar. But would a man who is about to be married really take such a risk? Something is wrong here, that's a fact. Let's return to Becker. Should be able there we go. Fast travel. Can't do that to us. We gave you our money. And I gave you genuine permits. You've returned as well? Let me guess, they told you your permits are fake. You should have expected that, giving us fakes and such. As I've told the guys next to you, my passports are the real deal. Just think about it. Why should I fake them? Damn it. Now the army will pay me a visit. Shit also. When Yolanda hears about this... Are you telling the truth? Of course I am. I want to get married soon and lead a quiet life here in Basel. I don't want any problems with the authorities. If we were to believe that man at the border, then you've been dealing out counterfeits for quite some time now. What guy? His name was Jan. Jan? What? You've met him? Wait. Did you hand him the passes? Well, he wanted to take a look at them. We handed our permits over as well. Jan's swapping them. That drunkard. He switched the passes for fakes. I highly doubt it. I would have noticed. That guy's a thief. He knows how to trick people. He's probably laughing his butt off right now. Hey, could you help me out with this? You probably want to get your permits back from him. While you're at it, you could make sure he won't do this. Could you make sure he won't do this again? This mess needs to be cleared. And so we've got no other choice than to search for this Jan. So where do we start? Back to the border? And there he goes again. Was that Jan? Was he eavesdropping? Get him! Use your bow! It's running towards the beach. After him and such. Do teleport. Could get us pretty close. Yeah, hop down. It didn't expect us to blunder over this way on our own. Oh, not here yet. I think we're going to have to bump into him and have him flee this way first. Just cornered by slime monsters. Switch characters for that. Chop, chop. Our third slorse. Roland Field seems to be getting more and more dangerous every day now. You look angry. They didn't let you through with Becker's fake permits, did they? What are you doing? We know exactly what you're trying to pull. You're switching passes for fakes. What are you doing with the real ones? Selling them? Oh wait, you got it wrong. Are you telling us that if we check your pockets, we won't find our real passports there? No, well, yes, but... I mean, yes, you will find the stolen goods, but I have a reason. How could you? A war may start at any moment, and instead of supporting one another, you steal from people. I can explain. I've heard enough. Len is right. I still don't trust this Becker. What does Jan have to say for his defense? Alright, we'll give you a minute. Thank you. So, Becker's passports. Yeah, they're real. It's true that he doesn't deal in forgeries, but he doesn't make these passports himself either. Becker stole them from other people. He's not a civil servant, he's a robber. The passports are stolen? Did he offer you a map with a supposedly safe route through the mountains? Do you know what awaits you on that trail? His own band of brigands will take your gold, equipment, and passports and bring it back to Becker. That's how he earns his living. That's why he only has some on hand, and doesn't charge much for them, because he has a high cycle rate. People going missing in Cortara is pretty common, so no one would suspect a thing. The passes that return are used for his next victims. You can't be serious. Guess why he only gave you 4 passports? It's not because he didn't have any more. He just wanted to make sure that his gang was capable of robbing you on the mountain pass. 6 armed fighters would be too risky for him. I almost believe this guy here. You don't pull a sophisticated like this out of thin air. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Let's take our passports and move on. We'll just take another route through the mountains. Unfortunately, the passports are not of much use to you. Becker must have missed it, but there is blood on some of your passports. So what? According to the law, passports with blood stains are invalid. It's intended to prevent robberies. I mean, it's a good concept, but all of this promotes is, you know, bludgeonings and suffocations. Becker's men must have gotten sloppy during the last robbery. You know, the whole wail on him with a sack of oranges so you don't leave marks kind of thing, you know? Does this mean we have to go back to Becker again? Yes, but this time there are no more excuses. If his throat were to be at the mercy of your sword, you could extract information from him about his secret passage. There's a path that his band of robbers used to bring the stolen items down from the mountains to him, which is absolutely that door that we couldn't go through. Why are you doing all of this? What do you plan to do with these stolen passports? With bloodstains, they're useless anyway. I have my reasons. Wait a second. Are you the guy that owns that house at the beach? I have a little house at the beach, yeah. Why do you ask? What happened there? What do you mean? It was completely wrecked by a monster. What? That can't be. What's wrong with him? Do we care to find out? We can follow him or return to Becker. Either way, let's move. Side quest. But also, save. Dun, dun, dun. What happened here? Marcia, where are you? Oh, no. I mean, signs point to a problem for Marcia. It's you. What devastation. This was never his intent. There's blood everywhere. Over there, behind the boxes. A body, all cut up. Is that... There's a soldier from Taran. Marcia. Papa? There's a gigantic ribbon in her hair. It's like the size of her head. I was so scared. Thank fate you're well. What happened? I don't know. I was asleep and was awoken by loud noises. Everything was destroyed and the bad men were gone. I think there was a monster here. So, she doesn't know what happened, but she got woke up by noises, and by the time she got out here to look, the bad men were gone. But how did she know there were bad men? I was scared and I hid. Well done. The main thing is that nothing happened to you. What is the meaning of all of this? Yeah, a touching reunion, but let's be clear. You steal passports and we find dead bodies at your home. What does all this mean? Looks like the beast everyone is talking about ran wild here. Fortunately, it didn't notice my daughter. What is a soldier from Taran doing here? Speak. They came this morning, 8 soldiers from the direction of Farnsport. They claimed that something terrible had happened at some banquet, and now they were wanted. They were probably the ambassador's guards. Chancellor Sigurd was searching for them. These pigs took my daughter hostage and forced me to get them passports. Oh. Okay. So these people were here previously and were forcing him to get the passports for them. I tried to sell them fakes, but they noticed. And then you exchanged these fakes at the border with ours, which we received from Becker. Yes, but together with yours I only had 6. I was still missing 2, so I had to wait longer. And you didn't care about the blood on these passports? I was hoping they would not know the law about the blood. As long as the soldiers took the passports and disappeared, I didn't care whether they were allowed through the border or not. Be that as it may, the issue seems to have been resolved itself, thanks to this ominous beast. You think some soldiers were able to escape from the monster? Looking at the amount of blood here, I understand. May they rest in peace. We believe your story. You should still report to the village elder. I will, thank you. Let us move on. Wonder what kind of beast could slaughter men like this. Maybe it was that... I mean, there's nothing that was on fire, so it probably wasn't the giant fire mantis demon. No. Standard quick save button does not trigger an autosave. Menu, rolling fields. That one. Go shake down. Okay. I was confused by the building's layout there for a moment. You may now kiss the bride. Sorry to interrupt. You guys again. Can't you see we're in the middle of our wedding rehearsal? We don't care. What are you talking about, dear? Or what are they talking about? Dissatisfied customers, apparently. Why don't you wait inside? I'll take care of this quickly. Even on our wedding day, you take your work with you. You're terrible. Meh. Alright, everybody. First, we calm down. We know you're robbing innocent travelers in the mountains. You lure them with passports and maps, and then you attack them with your brigands. Is that so? Your knowledge surprises me. Jan is quite a blabbermouth, isn't he? He worked for me until his daughter was born. After that, he wanted to lead a decent life. Decent, he said. Look at him. He lives in poverty. On the other hand, my boys here are doing well. I take good care of them. Enough of all this. Show us the way to cross the mountains. Why would I do that? Beatings. That's why. How funny. I have to say the same for you. Get them, boys. Becker's boy. They would attack Killian, then I would get some benefit out of that explosive trap. There we go. Pretty durable, though. Thinking about it, I should have used his ultimate move. Oh, using it on that. Vulnerable to water. They don't hit terribly hard. ridiculous jerry-rigged robot. Punch. Stolen from, but we can do our hit everything move here. Pilfer. Can't steal, but it does put us back down here where we need to be for overdrive. So that was largely unnecessary. Being in overdrive when I try to do the finishing move ensures that it'll happen while being in overheat. Could mean that the last hit would do too little. How strong are you people? It's payback time, Becker. I don't care how a person earns their living, but you don't mess with me. Please forgive me, that deal was bad. How about another offer? You can work for me. I pay good and you seem to be strong enough. I think your business is finished. How did your boys smuggle the loot from the mountains back to you? There's an underground passage, but it's rather dangerous. If your boys can handle it, then we can as well. Which way is it? Will you let me go? If you promise us to stop robbing people, then we'll consider letting you go. But, but you're gonna have to promise. I promise. And as you know, my word is worth trusting. Path you need to take leads through the Temple of the Purple Flame. Runes in the north? Heard they're overrun by evil creatures. My boys secured a passageway around them. Unfortunately, it collapsed during one of the earthquakes a few days ago. We're in the process of clearing it. So what does that mean for us? You have to go through the whole temple. It has an exit to Cortana, but you'll have to deal with whatever lurks there. Well, it's certainly not good if it lurks. Nothing good lurks. I mean, outside of a chat situation. I'll give you a key to the ruins. Exit Basil to the north, past the bridge, and go west. Good. I would rather see you in jail, but we don't have the means nor the time. We're leaving, and you're going to stop your shady business, alright? Yes. What's going on? Are you finished? Good luck with your wedding. Just ignore the corpses. It'll be fine. Great journal, reward board. Nice. Okay. Sacred water and a grimoire shard. Yes, please. Grimoire shard is essentially a level up. Healing and magic defense, I think. I'll take that. go. Well, he's not there anymore. Or if there are particular circumstances under which he appears. Purple Flame Temple. Well, at least it's aptly named. That's nice. Well, it's not called the Purple Flame Temple for nothing. I'm relieved. That was obviously my biggest fear going into the place, that the flames would not be purple. Wonder who keeps these flames going. Probably the master of this place. Whose corpses are these? Some adventurers, it seems, but it's strange. Going by their clothes, they've been dead for quite some time, but their flesh hasn't completely rotted. Well, I mean, we're clearly not going to face undead in this place. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd start moving. Come on, everyone. Can we leave all these creepy stories for fairy tales and continue? Are you scared? Scared? Me? Of fairy tales? Oh, come on, darling. Fine, let's move on. Oh yeah, those are zombies. Yep. They're weak to light, strong to shadow, so let's give them a smack. Paying attention took us out of overdrive with that. Flesh bite causes poison and heals the creature. And we got zombie flesh. Perish room. If we hit them in battle, they can paralyze the enemy. Okay, new mechanic. Means there's going to be objects that we can strike in battle to have effects. Neat. Does this hit the shroom? No. Yep, there we go. Neat. Zombies be durable. paying attention, she had Pedal Storm active. Pedal Storm being like a heavy single target that she can't do at will. She has to get the buff from one of her other abilities. Okay. Had to run across it, see if it fell out from under me. As is tradition. Hey there, ghostly guy. When I arrived here, everything was covered in darkness. The master of this place allowed me to light this place up. Since then, more and more travelers have visited these halls. Guess there's our purple flame generator. Out. Go right. Spooky ghosts. Do hit hard though. To be hitting them with as much magic as we can. Snack. We were able to kill him almost outright right there because we used Oil Slash in advance, which makes them vulnerable to fire. Using Defend to keep the overdrive meter in green. Man, these things hit pretty hard. Oops. They should still finish it, though. An achievement called Death to My Enemies, which I presume is a kill a number kind of thing. Snacks. She has a lot of hit all stuff, but she can run out of steam pretty fast too. Since a lot of her moves are very expensive. Majority of special moves hit harder than a regular attack, so you are very much encouraged to not attack unless you don't have the tactic points to do otherwise. Is good. Oops. Oops. I just saw the switch as I was jumping down. So let's go through both sides, hit the switch, go through the middle. Your standard umbrella core locking mechanism, you know? We're going to make this as inconvenient as possible so that intruders and all of our employees have a problem getting into work. Whatever damage type you hit them with first becomes what they're resistant to. Yep. Okay, now they're vulnerable to physical, so I should be able to go to town on them. So that's the gimmick to these ghosts, is to strike them with whatever your less common damage type is first. Hey visitors, how do you like my flames? Sadly, they are not strong enough for the lighthouse yet. I've still got a lot to do. Dark resist crystal? All that water flowing in. Place is barely holding together. Place is at least a century old. Hope it can hold for a few more hours. Heal all, then we can switch over to beef if we get the chance. Agility break them, and then we can steal from them. Then you get more turns. I wouldn't have expected a ghost to have thick hide. It's not what they're known for. Agility break them, and they lose turns. Since it's faster you move, the more often you get to act. That one dropped a blanket. At least that's, like, thematically appropriate with, like, you know, that type of ghost being, like, a kid in a blanket kind of thing. Zombies. Ooh, okay, this is a more dangerous combo. Punch. Thought about it, I would have left that one alive so that the archer would have a chance to spread the poison, but no. If I were you, I would turn back immediately. I'm thankful to my master for allowing me to stay here and research the flame, but he isn't very nice to other visitors. Save. Long hallway leading to boss. Those look like the heads under the statues. Oh, you were in some of the promo materials. The lower bones and the gauntlet look very mechanical. No weaknesses, but can be stolen from. Terribly hard. Vulnerable to earth and wood. Oh, no, that's the bonus effect. Pitch black darkness. Back some more poison. Wasn't paying attention. Lucked out on that. Huh. That's not good. Start with a heal all. EP and grants TP regen for all characters. Let's use a heal all first, and then maybe next round we'll do that. Okay, if you kill that one, you get a full TP heal. Noted. For a breastplate, that's a good deal. Get the poison stacked on there for long enough that I could afford to switch characters as I need to. Fire one will explode. set off the explosion. Drum, harp, guitar, sing, trumpet. We haven't seen any of his attacks that use the guitar or the harp, but... Definitely gonna need to dishing out the hurt, because his regen is non-trivial. I don't think the agility down is really doing anything for us. Oh, there's the guitar. Hey there, Zombie Lord. Welcome to the stream. We are playing some Chained Echoes at the moment. How are you doing tonight? That defense down going. Switch. I can do an ultra move again. You're... no, we're not quite to ultra move. That takes a beating. Oh, good thing. I wasn't paying attention to the overheat gauge, so the killing blow put me into overheat. Sparkles! And we got a Grimoire Shard, so... Learn. And that opens up some more moves. Only reaching the point where we've got access to the second tier. Well, paralyzed stuff, that'll wreck them. Nice. It's disconcerting that they've given me an anvil for some reason. Plus, doublet plus plus. Some upgrades. Time so far. Yeah, and it's another one of those nice, easy, relaxing games. Look up there, the night sky. We're almost out of here. Glenn? What's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. Which means he absolutely isn't fine. It's been a long day. Maybe we should rest. Len is Len is right. At nighttime, Cortara is even more dangerous. Since I sense no evil around anymore, we should be able to rest. I'll go ahead and see if I can fetch some firewood in front of the cave. So it happened that we reached the palace together. So it's thanks to fate that we were able to defeat this beast with our combined forces. One sword arm less and this red-eyed creature would have eaten us. And fate's meddling did not stop there. Now you're helping me get back to Torment. I am indebted to you. You know how to show your gratitude. I do. You'll not regret it, trust me. With money... What were you doing in Farnsport? I mean, you rarely see a princess who works as a city guard. I had my reasons to leave my castle. I was a prisoner within the castle walls for too long. It was time to see more of the world. And the kingdom could do without its princess? I knew not enough of Volandis nor of its people. The way I was back then, I would never have done my title justice. A very liberal attitude, I must say. My brother is no different. The well-being of the people has his highest priority. A lot of awkward phrasing. In the end, my being in Farnsport allowed us to carry the truth to my brother. So I guess I made the right choice. Like, it's not wrong phrasing, it's just strange phrasing sometimes. I wonder if he would be willing to receive this truth of yours. This is the last of the firewood. It should be enough for tonight. The wood of an Ariana is the most fitted for a campfire. Its flames are powerful and last a long time. You seem to know a thing or two about campfires. Aren't you the son of a lord? Unusual for a young man of your background. The sons of the house of Rurmire must train for a year in the woods as rangers. Why is that? It's tradition. This again sounds very atypical for a young man of your background. It is said that my ancestor was once chased from his castle by his enemy. He hid in the forest for a year and was declared dead. Secretly, however, he gathered a resistance that was able to reconquer the Rurmire castle. Him being a ranger is the reason that our bloodline still exists. Since then, his descendants have been trained as rangers. In case they should be driven from their castle and need to hide out in the woods for the course of a year so that they can gather a resistance and take over the castle and perpetuate their bloodline once again. So what about you two? Kelly and Glenn? You mentioned your mercenaries? We were once mercenaries of the Band of the Iron Bolt. Well, that's a name well familiar. You were quite famous. Yes, sometimes our name alone was enough to make the enemy drop their weapons. You speak in the past? You speak of the past. We were involved in the Battle of Wernshire. Terran had captured the city and we were to reclaim it for Gravos. And as you've heard, it didn't end very well. Much explosion. The explosion that devoured everything. Our good name was dragged through the mud, and we lost assignments. And that's why the captain took on the mission in the first place. We were to advance through the front lines as the vanguard to cut off the supply of ether for their cannons. It was a suicide mission, but we were promised a lot of money. It was foolish of us. But at the time we thought we were the greatest, yet undefeated. We thought we were immortal. Then the worst thing happened. Without Wernshire winning, there was no payout. Killian was the captain's right-hand man, and I was a sky armor pilot. We are now the only survivors of this battle. Afterwards, we returned to the Free Cities. This was the end for the Band of the Iron Bolt. You know exactly how I see it. As long as we're alive, the Band of the Iron Bolt still exists. But it's just you and me now, the right hand of a dead man and the pilot without a sky armor. As long as I breathe, I will not give up on this troop. And what were you doing in the palace? I think this story is for another campfire. He's right, we should get some sleep. Tomorrow will be a long day. Auto-save. Fast travel point. Okay. Well, this seems as good a spot as any to wrap up here. John over. So how are you folks liking Chained Echoes so far? It's quite different. I mean, it's art style and gameplay is a little slower. Well, quite a bit slower than our usual fare on this channel. So definitely, if you have any feedback on the games that we're playing, feel free to swing on by the Discord and let me know. Always appreciate hearing from you folks. Where are kitties right now? Well, Sky has returned to the pillow. Seems he has discovered that that's a lovely place to rest. Rorschach's still tanked out. Ember is a little off camera. And Weasley has decided to slowly cook me by sitting on my lap. In any event, if you aren't familiar with the rest of my content, I do upload shorts from the streams to my YouTube channel and to my TikTok channel. I've been considering reviving streams on my Twitch channel. I am still undecided on that. If I do, they would be simul streams here on YouTube and then secondarily to Twitch. I do also have a Patreon and Coffee. Please do not feel obligated, but any support that you give through those channels is definitely appreciated. It is Newt Mechanist on pretty much every platform. Given the way that Twitter is going, I am expanding the platforms where that is. We don't know where the shrapnel is going to land, but I want to have places for it to land. But yes, with that, we're going to wrap up. Again, I hope you all had a good time watching tonight, and I will see you again tomorrow for some Phoenix Wright.